Ladies and gentlemen, I would like to first of all thank you for taking your valuable time, part of your very busy life, to listen in to what I believe will be able to actually change the paradigm for you. It will maybe, and most probably, be able to change how you're looking upon one of the biggest problems in society right now, around the world, which is a huge problem that concerns it all, and where actually you will discover and be able to learn that there is a sustainable solution to this problem, but also learn that you actually can be involved indirectly to solve and to fight this issue, and at the same time save money and help save the environment around our beautiful planet. So we'd like to start with, like I said, to thank you for that, taking your time. Because, yeah, I'm not here to convince you. I'm not here to try to get you, to join something or whatever. I'm here to lay out the facts as we see it for you, in order for you to take an educated decision on if this is for you or if it's not for you. So as I said, make sure to listen and process the information that you get, because then and only then you can take the right decision for you. It's not for me, it's not my, it's not my role here to take a decision for you. That only you should do, but you should do it on an educated manner, on an educated basis, based on facts, based on numbers that I will provide for you, that are not made up by me, but that are numbers that you can research yourself and see that this is actually not something that makes sense here. And maybe not only making sense, but will be able to change the situation also for you and your family and loved ones. So for 15 minutes, maybe, maximum of 20, let's see, I will do my best to wrap up the whole concept about what is happening right now and what we consider and believe is a paradigm shift that you are able to take part of with actually saving on your daily spendings. So if this sounds interesting for you, I would recommend for you to listen closely, take notes, because you can only then ask questions to the person that provided you with this link, this material, so you can sort out these question marks and make the right decision. So yeah, what is it that we're going to speak about? It is actually a global crisis that is happening right now. Okay? I'm sure that when you open newspapers, media, your social media, whatever, you hear continuously, especially during the last 6 months, about the plastic garbage and the plastic waste pollution around our beautiful globe. And once you get interested about this and start doing your research, same as happened for me about 9 months ago now, and find out that there is actually a sustainable solution for this, you will be amazed, okay? You will also discover during this presentation that you will be amazed about that you can actually participate, okay? Without even investing anything. So this is not an investment opportunity, no. It is an opportunity to be laying up for everybody on the market, for every person around the beautiful globe, and you can participate in it actually for free. So if this is interesting, finding a solution to this big problem around the world, where every year actually there is produced plastic that is equal to the total weight of the people living on our planet, and it's actually increasing. These are facts, ladies and gentlemen. It's also facts that 1 trillion plastic bags and increasing is used every year and thrown away. Also more in 2010 than 6 trillion kilograms of plastic are in the oceans, in landfills, in warehouses, and our governments don't know what to do with it because there hasn't been a sustainable solution. And now if you're coming from a country like me, Scandinavia or Europe, we are of the impression that actually, oh, but my country, we are recycling. But ladies and gentlemen, once we learn the facts about this, we'll also learn that usually a problem before solution is swept under the carpet until it can't be hidden anymore. And this is what is happening right now. It is a revolution against this pollution. And governments, companies, people are getting concerned and they're getting involved in it. So people are saying, ah, but we don't want plastic, straws and plastic bags, in the shops and so on. But this is actually not really sustainable for the simple reason that it's not the plastic in itself you will discover during this presentation that is the problem. It is actually what is done with it. Okay? You will also be extremely, extremely amazed to see that there is actually a sustainable solution that not only is able to take away this garbage, but on top of it, make money. And not small money, but really, really, really big numbers, okay? And normally nobody, no normal person like you and me would be able to participate in this. It's usually bigger industry. But because of a genius concept invented by a company that is called Cloud Horizon, it makes you able to participate indirectly in profiting from this. So how is this possible even then? What is it that makes it possible actually to take away the problem? Okay? Actually, for more than 15 years, this has been researched by the company that is called Speco. Okay? More than 15 years ago, together with a university in Thailand that is called Chulalongkorn University, the research started with taking this plastic, and if you are like me, I didn't really understand it. I know that plastic comes from oil, but I didn't really understand that this actually is also a way of turning it back into oil. Okay? And this is a process that's actually very, very long. It's been done for, thousands of years in other kind of materials like wood, for tar, for example. Same kind of process. Turning tar, getting tar is actually coming from wood. And it's not by burning it, it's by heating it, okay? So even the Vikings back in the days were doing this. But I didn't know that you could do it with plastic. And so this was really, really cool. When 9 months ago I saw this for the first time and got presented the idea about this. That, this has been researched for 15 years and more. And actually the technique that is and the machine that is invented by Speco is called a polypetron. And already 15 years ago, they were able to take a kilogram of plastic and do 0.25 liters of fuel. Okay, this is good, I thought. But how profitable is it? I mean, you need man hours and maybe you need the electricity or whatever. So, okay, this is interesting. But I soon learned that this is 15 years ago. And the amazing thing is that this first machine that was started 15 years ago is still operating today. Okay? So sometimes I get the questions when I'm speaking with people that, but how long can a machine operate? Yeah, the first machine, generation number 1, is still running. And obviously it's producing more today because it's been upgraded. But it's strong technology. That is the point of it. And during these 15 years, it actually has come as far as the generation 5. Okay? And this generation 5 is actually able to, even up to from 1 kilogram of plastic, produce almost a liter actually of fuel. Actually 0.9 liters of fuel. And this is amazing because now you can start to understand maybe why this is revolutionizing, because you're taking a problem that's all over the world, polluting our atmosphere, polluting our seas, polluting our land, polluting the food even, and actually turn it back into fuel and create one of the biggest commodities around the world, which is, fuel. Okay? So, and the beauty of it is not that it's coming out, fuel. The beauty is that you're taking away 20,000 kilos of waste, pollution, and turning it actually into liquid money. That is something for me that was really, really interesting. So when we're looking at that then, okay, so it actually creates from a problem an opportunity. And for me, that is a win-win situation, yeah? So you're taking the problem, making money out of it, which means that it can be commercialized. And this is interesting why it is 20,000 kilos and so on and 15,000 liters. It is over the research time of these 15 years that it's better to have it modular. So if I need now, then okay, I want to turn 40 tons or 60 tons or 100 tons or 1,000 tons. I just keep on expanding with these modules. So it makes really sense. And it come that far that this generation number 5 is actually 100% environmental friendly. There is no byproducts that are bad for it. It comes some heat, yes, but nothing goes into the atmosphere. All the waste and byproducts are recycled in the plant, and actually at the end of the day, as I said, heat, yes. In Thailand, maybe the heat is not so needed, but in some countries that could be used. but also it produces charcoal, where you can make active coal out of it. That is the byproduct, so it's not a waste, and fuel. And this was interesting for me because we are not burning, or Sepco are not burning this plastic. No, it's heating it, which is totally opposite to what I'm used about, from Scandinavia, where we have these recycling plants when we are burning something, creating, electricity out of it and so on. But then maybe it pollutes at the same time also. No, this is not burning, it is actually heating, okay? So this is very important to understand the ecological part of it, because if you're taking a problem and creates another one, maybe it's not so good. But if you actually take a problem and creating only positive things out of it, then it's better. Somebody obviously might say, yeah, but what about this gasoline then, and they run on the road and they pollute? I 100% agree. But when you learn about also, people say, okay, what about the electric car? Yeah, it's a very beautiful idea, but the biggest before solution there is that most electricity is produced by these kind of fuels. So we're talking about not really, something that yet has come to the point of being 100% sustainable, but will in the future, of course, be. But now, obviously, plastic then can be turned in also to oil, and it could be even turned back into plastic, okay? But for now, the most profitable thing is actually doing fuel out of it. Why? Because of legislation coming up in the European Union and so on, that actually incentivizes even the oil companies, even the gasoline stations, to actually use as part of their fuel this kind of recycled fuel, okay? There is even a legislation in the European Union that not only incentivizes but forces the companies to use a certain percentage. You can ask these questions and get the legislatives, the numbers, and what kind of fuel is it, and why is it better than the normal fuel, and so, and so, and so. There are answers, as I said, to everything. So please make sure to ask if it's something you want to know about it. Now, how does this company protect the knowledge? Because, as I said, actually thousands of years old way of doing things is used. Is obviously most of it you can't patent. The process in itself you can't patent. Parts of it, yes, which is operational secrets and so on. But the biggest interest here is actually that Sepco is sitting on the premium technology right now on the planet, and nobody is really close to having the same. And at the same time, Sepco is understanding this very well by doing a win-win-win situation where actually the companies that is researching and wanting to do it rather prefer to do it in joint venture with Sepco than to put the money and the time and maybe a few years to catch up and so on. And yeah, partner with Sepco. As you see here on this slide, because up to 70% even is provided for investors, partners of these operations. So Sepco is standing for the knowledge, brings in the machinery, runs it, trains and so on, and gives to the investors most of the profits. So obviously this is highly interesting. Skipping a few years, getting right on it, going into the market, start cleaning up the environment and make money. That is what the investors want. And obviously, if you would like to steal the technology, it takes time, because if you do something wrong, you need to shut down, you need to wait for it to cool, and so, and so, and so. So it will most probably take you a few years to catch up, even if you had a machine and tried to reverse engineer it. So it makes more sense to partner up. And that's the beautiful thing, as I see it, at least from the side with Sepco, because Sepco understands this, and Sepco understands that it's all about commercialization and speed, okay? Now, what and how does this concern you? Because normally, yeah, why would I, like a normal person, be even able to get on board with something like this? I mean, the big investors and big capitalist companies, venture capitalists, and so, governments would normally be those that jumps on this. And that is happening at the same time with Sepco. Yeah, it does. Sepco is actually right now closing deals with governments, with companies, investors from all around the world. So how does this, belong to you, this opportunity to be involved? Yes, because Sepco understands that it's all about the information. And also Sepco understands that network marketing, spreading something word by mouth, especially when you have something that changes a paradigm, not only in the fuel and the problem in itself, but also for the whole industry of network marketing, which is 100 or more year old industry already, and actually changes the way how you can earn and what is needed for you to participate. So this is beautiful if you ask me, because Cloud Horizon, which is the company that can provide for you this opportunity to indirectly be involved in fighting this issue and indirectly be involved or profiting from it, is actually has found a way of doing this in a totally 100% transparent, legal, and also a way that is compliant in the most countries all around the world. Why? Because you can't buy these tokens. You can't invest. So Cloud Horizon have understood that crypto and blockchain and all is changing. And if you don't change, and if you don't adapt, if you don't evolve, you won't be a winner in the long run. So Cloud Horizon understands that, wow, okay, if you can provide, an opportunity for people to actually be indirectly involved, because why? Because Cloud Horizon is investing from its profits into building these kind of plants all around the world. The first agreement that Cloud Horizon has made with the Speco company that I told you about already, that sits on this technology, is for 50 key plants. Okay? 50 initial key plants in strategical locations around the world. Why? Because Cloud Horizon believes in solving the problem, helping to solve the problem, and helping out the world to get rid of the plastic and actually profit on top of it, and believes in Speco's technology. So the deal is very simple. Cloud Horizon has made as a company a deal to invest 100% of the net profits into these kind of plants, to a maximum of 50 plants from the beginning. Okay? And how is it possible then for you to be involved? Because if you see here, a plastic fuel to fuel plant actually is not that cheap to put in place, around 3 million euros. So as I said, normally this would be reserved for big investors, yeah? But this is the beautiful thing, that somebody in the Cloud Horizon team and so on has made a concept out of this together with other people and put together an incredible concept that is totally unique on the market, and that is why we believe that this is a paradigm shift. Because once you purchase normal products and services from Cloud Horizon, and also you will discover a company, a website actually, that is called CCW. Please check it out. That you can join for free, 100% for free, become a member and start saving money. Okay? This is pretty cool, because if you ask your friend that, hey, would you like to save some money? Most people say, yeah, of course. What's the catch? No, there is no catch. You can save money and get cashbacks, So if you're choosing to get cashbacks, which takes 10 seconds in this system to get on board with, you will start saving money on your normal spendings. Okay? This is fractional money and fractional savings, but you can actually, you will see something here that reads 10, 10, 10, 10. What is that? Actually, when you help to spread the news and you send to your friend and say, hey, do you want to make money, or save money or whatever, it's free, please join. And at the same time start indirectly fighting this problem on the market of plastic pollution. So please sign up here. You will actually start making money also without paying anything extra on people's savings. This is pretty awesome if you ask me. Yeah, it might be fractional, but let's say you can save over in normal spendings in a month, 100 euros, okay? Which is cool. I mean, 100 euros extra to spend on what I want. You would actually, for the person that invited you, also make possible for him or her to earn 10 euros. The same goes for you. And actually, for generations. What is a generation? Same as you would have kids, your first generation. So everybody that you invite, that they invite, and they and so on, would actually in 4 generations produce income for you without a catch or anything. So this CCW platform is something that you should ask about and get registered on. Okay? And you should ask the person that provided this link for you, this presentation for you, to make sure that you get into the system, ask them to help you to register, that the cashback function in place for you. It's hassle-free. It takes you 10 seconds, and then you can start getting cashbacks everywhere. Okay? But at the same time, you will get registered also in Cloud Horizon. Or the opposite way, you register in Cloud Horizon, you get automatically same login, same password and so on in the opposite platform. And Cloud Horizon is brilliant in my opinion because this is built on network marketing, multi-level marketing, a more than 100-year-old industry. Okay? And it does it in a totally unique way. Why? Because also here you don't need to pay any kind of joining fee. Actually, it's as cool and brutal that you can, without ever purchasing a product or service yourself, you can start earning actually a lot of money if you put in the effort. And the funny thing here, and the most brutal thing, is that for every single euro, baht, dollar, whatever it might be that you spend, you will get 100% on top of it free promotional tokens. And this is what makes it possible to indirectly earn actually even money over time out of it. So not only save by choosing Cloud Horizon and CCW, but also earn. Okay? So save the world, save the planet, and save some money, and at the same time make money. And this is, as I said, network marketing. And it's actually the power of the application. So it should be made simple. So make sure to get the information how it works. So as I said, you get these free tokens on top of the products and services that you buy, also on top of all the commissions that you would make in the future, 100 euro, 50 euros, 2,000 euros, 100,000 euros, whatever it might be, always topped up with at least 100% free promotional tokens that is sent. You can send into your application. That is your application, white labeled. It's your, nobody can take it from you. And whenever you choose to do so, you can mint it into actually crypto with a value. Okay, I will do my best to get you to understand why this is real value. Okay, and increasing value potentially also because it is connected to fuel. And why is it so? It's very simple. What has been done and put together by these companies, these clusters of companies, and making it possible for us as members of Cloud Horizon and CCW to indirectly participate is simply amazing because Cloud Horizon invests into these key plants. Okay, Cloud Horizon obviously is also a big winner because Cloud Horizon will be getting equity, yeah? Okay, profits on the investment. But the fuel that comes out of these plants are the official trading currency for all the fuel of the 50 plants, the key plants, and from the leverage of these 50 key plants, because it's extremely profitable business. Actually, a break even and return on investment for these companies that gets involved of less than 2 years normally, okay? So that means that you can leverage it very, very easily because it's also one of the biggest commodities in the world, okay? Which means that you will not have a problem of selling this fuel, as a company. No, you will easily get rid of it because it's one of the best fuels on the market, which you also will discover, and incentivized by government and even forced by some governments. So what these companies did, the Speco appointed a company called Eltronex with all the licenses they have and so on, to under licenses by a government, actually mint crypto out of this. So Eltronex, the company is called that has these licenses, and they have decided to mint a maximum amount of 40 billion tokens that can be turned into coins and so on, where you as a Cloud Horizon member actually are able to up to even 50% be involved of all the fuels that comes out of the plants and the increasing production over the years, be able to get profits out of it, okay? And at the same time solving one of the biggest problems on this planet. So if you're looking at it, actually the strategy is genius, if you ask me, because this company Eltronex had done a token economics out of it and a calculation that is based on mathematics, okay, and sustainability. So it's not just a guesswork, okay, no, it's mathematics behind. What is the price of the token connected? Even if they're free, they're valued to something, yeah? Because it needs to be a value and an incentive for you to move, incentive for you to spread the word. Welfare is nice, but unfortunately most people are too busy and need to also make money in order to pay the food on the table for the families and so on. So Cloud Horizon and all these companies here, Speco, Eltronex and so on, you will learn more about it in the future, understands this, that the only way of moving fast and fighting this issue is actually to incentivize it. Okay? So everybody is incentivized to participate. You purchase products and save, or you do the work. Okay? You tell your friends, you spread the word, you're getting paid for everything that you do. Not only commissions in cash, as you will discover, but also free promotional tokens on top. Okay? So from these 20 billion coins, tokens, that are handed as free promotional, for Cloud Horizon and its members, what I understood and what is the plan by Eltronex and the strategy is to use approximately 6 billion to maximum 8 billion, depending on the speed and so on, depending on the need, depending on the best strategy to finance these 50 plans. Okay? Not to buy, these tokens, but buy the profit that Cloud Horizon is making and investing, and then matching this with free promotional tokens to give the incentive. And what is happening with the rest then? Okay? It will be given kind of in a similar way as a share would get dividends if the company goes well over time. Okay? It's called airdrop. Okay? That means that if you would have 1,000 tokens in your pocket when the first airdrop comes, first the 50 plants are rolled out, produces fuel and so on, and then when this is starting to produce and it's leveraged over time, Eltronex has a strategy to, over the next 36 to 48 months, airdrop, incentivize even more these first 6 billion token holders. Okay? That means that if you would hold it in your pocket, in your wallet, in your application, and you are not willing to let go of it, you would actually over time be rewarded for doing so. Okay? So maybe you started with 1,000 tokens, and you might get 10% more in the first 3 months after it starts. Okay? Then you would get on that one also incentives. So you can do the math and ask the person that invited you and sent you this to explain to you where the leverage comes. So it is interesting to see, as you see here also, why do Speco have tokens? Why do somebody like Argentum, which is the founder coin, which is the main mother, thing in the whole token economy of these concepts by the companies here, have also tokens? Yes, it's very simple. Otherwise, the companies might run into cash flow problems. Not only might, would. Because obviously Speco needs to pay for, also producing the fuel. And if all fuels is going to be traded by this currency, okay, this token on a blockchain with value, then obviously also Speco needs to have money to pay the staff. It needs to have money to sort the plastic maybe, this and that and this and that. And obviously also Speco wants to do profits. It's very simple. So this is the reason for the split here. And as we said here, these go into the application of yours. It's not held by Cloud Horizon. It's not even held by Speco. It's also not held by Eltronex. No, it's held by you. Okay? And you will understand why this is important a few minutes from now. Now, if you're taking a look at this, how does this work? Okay, right now, we are now in the beginning of January, 5th of January today. And actually, this concept is only less than 3 weeks old, okay, since it got launched. And the launch, looking at it, these free promotional tokens, how do you get evaluated and incentivized, is that it's equivalent and put towards a value of 2 cents. Actually, you would never pay this because you're actually getting products and services already that has bigger value on the free market, and already you get savings by choosing these products. But yes, for the incentive of it, you get these on top for free. Now, obviously, this has to go up. Now, once it goes out on the market, obviously, it's a market price, market demand, and how many liters comes out, who is willing to let it go, and so on. But before, and during the time to finance these, for Cloud Horizon to finance these plants, these 50 initial key plants, it will reach somewhere between 20 and 25 cents before it's closed. They reach, Eltronex reach the control of 6 to 8 billion of tokens, saving the rest for the airdrops and so on. And now, once these plants are financed, within 1 month, 2 months, 3 months, latest by November 2019, so it would be less than 50 plants financed by Cloud Horizon, yeah, then it wouldn't be more than those, but those would be leveraged. So it can't, there is no rule for, okay, only 1 plant of 50, but maximum 50 plants, okay? And then a maximum of maybe 8 billion tokens. And then it's released for trading. Why and how does it work? Because if you see on this right side here, we have Speco. These biggest plants here, they are the key plants. Because it is so profitable, the business in itself, Speco and the partners in these plants, joint venture partners, investors and so on the free market, including then Cloud Horizon obviously holding equity together with Speco, are able to leverage these plants. Maybe from 1 to 2, maybe from 1 to 3, maybe from 1 to 10. If you're in business and in real estate and understand business, then you would get it really easily by somebody explaining to you how it's done. And the strategy by Speco and its partners is to be able to at least over a 6-year period go from 1 initial plant leverage to 15 within 6 years. Why is this realistic and why it is even possible to do it faster is simple if you understand economics. The CEO of one of these companies involved, a banker, asked actually me when we were looking at it, yeah, but why are these numbers so low? Because you could actually leverage it faster. Why? Because it's one of the world's biggest commodities. And people are actually screaming for this kind of fuel. Then you ask the questions and you learn about it, you will understand why. But trust me on this, people are screaming for this fuel, and the price even in certain regions around the globe is higher than normal, fuel. Okay? It has a premium price attached to it, which is obviously interesting, but it's not taken into account by these profits that are displayed by Speco. Actually, it's even more interesting than that, because Speco's numbers are taking into account even paying for plastic. In some countries, you get paid for the plastic even, okay? So this is very interesting if you ask me. Now, the token economics. How is this possible to actually increase over time? That is probably what you're asking yourself. The answer is very simple. Extremely simple. And no, you as a holder of these utility tokens, you do not need to take fuel for it, okay? No, it is official trading token on a blockchain value, on a blockchain for the output of the fuel. So I give you an example that you have a company in any country around the world, gasoline stations, chain of it or whatever, that wants to, to buy fuel. Where do they buy it? They contact the broker, or they have their own broker and purchase department that sources the globe for fuel. They're going to buy to the best value, obviously, for the best product to the best price. So they find, in this example, they find the broker, the seller of the fuel for Speco. And in this case, then, for all of these liters that is involved in the Orientum Plus fuel, which is the official name of this fuel, okay? They find it. They obviously don't want to have the hassle of using tokens for it, but they would pay obviously in their fiat currency. They would send the fiat currency, very simply, send the fiat currency to the broker of who? Okay? Speco. Speco and its partners. Because Speco, together with Eltronex that handles it, accepts only and only, because it's the official trading currency of this fuel output. ORTP, free promotional tokens from the beginning, but the currency, official currency of all the fuel output for the first 50 plants, but also including the leverage of these plants. So if you understand that, that means that the fuel output will increase over time, but the tokens stay the same. Not more, no, the same, with a maximum amount of 40 billions, where the fuel output increases over time. So now, then, the broker of Speco takes this fiat money into escrow account, purchases these tokens, coins, on the Eltronex platform, okay? Converts this fiat currency into these tokens and hands it to Speco. When Speco gets that, Speco releases fuel for the buyer. Very simple. Now, if you understand economics, okay, if you understand the ecosystem, the token economics and so on about this, that means that Speco only have to release what it wants back into the market for getting fiat currency, pay the staff or whatever it is, pay taxes in the countries where it comes to, pay whatever expenses is surrounding, obviously, that is not accepted by these currencies would be fiat currency. So yeah, it's a Speco strategy, Eltronex strategy, how these tokens are handled, but impossible to get into a cash flow problem because Speco holds tokens from the beginning, obviously. If you ask me, this is one of the most revolutionizing concepts I ever seen during my years in business. During more than 25 years in business and almost 20 years in network marketing, I've never seen anything that comes close. Why? Because it solves a problem. But it also solves a problem in network marketing, which you will understand very soon. Why? Because you can actually join this and go all the way to the top without ever purchasing a big pack or even any pack at all for yourself, but simply by joining the forces and working. Okay? And actually, it is so amazing that you won't ever be able to profit as much as buying these packages of products as you will with work. And this is beautiful to see that Cloud Horizon has done it in this way. Why? Because it incentivizes the leadership, building leadership. It incentivizes for you that do the job to get paid the most. And that is unique, in my opinion, on the market. So listen up closely. This is built also in a totally different way than I've seen in my 19 years plus in network marketing, because it's built on actually one of the most sustainable compensation plans that there is on the market. If you're looking at network marketing companies that are more than 50 years old and still operating, there is only one type and one type only of companies that stays on the market, and that are the companies that incentivizes the person to actually do the direct sales, okay? To pay the person that does the job. And this is built on, the whole idea here is built on you as a normal person, me as a normal person, earning some extra money. 50 euro extra a month, 100 euro extra a month, without having to be a professional in networking, okay? I don't need to be a strategist how I build. I don't need to miss out on something or be unlucky. No, everything that I do directly, I get paid for. And I do not even need to pay for it. So as you see here, what you do, which is called level 1. So everybody that you speak with that registers and start buying products and services, also not pay anything from the beginning, okay? You can join for free. And you don't even need to purchase a packet. Everything that you do, you get paid for without your own package even. Obviously, you might want to have packages because you know what you recommend, yeah? And you also get tokens on your own product. And on top of that, buy both ways of personal volume qualification, which is everything that you buy. You qualify yourself towards receiving more generations, not only what you do, but what they do. And that's called the second level. So once you reach product purchase by yourself within a 28-day period, you ask the person that invited you why it is like that, and you will understand everything. This will go fast for you to get the basics in it. Okay? You will also be able to reach even 3 levels. And that's it. This company have chosen to incentivize the normal people, which is 95% of everybody in network marketing is the person that wants to earn something extra. And here you're not buying products and services that you don't want. Okay? You get products and services where you save, and that fits most people. Okay? And even on top of that, as I told you before, on CCW, you actually earn on savings without anybody ever buying a product or service that is unnecessary. That is why we believe from Cloud Horizon's side that this is totally revolutionary on the market. So actually up to 3 unit levels, you can actually get 12 plus 12% on the first. You can get 8 plus 8 on the second and 8 plus 8 on the third. Now, if you're a professional network marketer, obviously you would never ever be interested about the 3 generation deep unit level. You would need to build wide if you want to be a professional, or if you are a professional, you will understand that. Now, this is why, on top of this, actually the company has added something unique. Okay? Once you learn about this, you will truly understand how unique it is, because it pays actually a leadership or matching bonus on top. This is really interesting because you can't buy these benefits. You have to work and earn to get a reward and a rank by performing, by understanding how it's done, not by selling, but duplication, teaching the people, doing it win-win, taking help from the professionals, becoming a professional. You can actually earn how much you want without any limit if you put in the time to learn in order to earn. And it is very simple. It is repetition and emotional involvement. You will see that. Because you can learn anything you choose to learn if you want to learn. Okay? And this company actually gives the same opportunity for everybody, not depending on how much money you have, race, religion, education, geographical, location or whatever. No, same for everybody. That is why I love network marketing myself. And it's built on a win-win-win concept, where everybody wins, nobody loses, in opposite to most businesses on the market. And it also has actually a higher success rate already before Cloud Horizon, which is in my opinion revolutionary, than normal business. If you think about it, normal business startups, how many percent succeeds? Do the math, do the research, and you will be amazed. Now, as you see, you can earn down to 10 levels deep, and not only that, because it's actually even better than that. Because if you are a professional in the industry, you know that most people that get involved are lazy, or they do not understand, and this is mostly the reason, but it is also the reason of that we have habits as human beings. So we are not used to actually do business, we are not used to plan our time, we are not used to actually understand the action and reaction, how everything works. We are not used to plan our, a business and so on. So this is why you need to learn, and it's actually extremely simple, this business. It's not easy because you need to take a decision and be consistent. And this is the hardest thing because, we're used to sit in the sofa, we're used to watch TV, we're used to Facebook a bit, we're used to do these kind of things. But if you take out from that and you get serious about this, I can guarantee you that you will be, within a 6-month period, you will be a professional if you take out time 2 to 3 hours per day, every day. And you make sure to get the right mentorship. And this is for us the codex in Cloud Horizon. We want people that are dedicated, that have the right mindset with helping people to learn so they can earn. So in Cloud Horizon, you get this for free. You get people for free teaching you how it works, for free presenting to your friends. So don't do the biggest mistake I did 19 years back in time, that I started calling my friends myself. And then I'm getting questions. Oh, what about this and that? And you're getting insecure. Here it is all about the facts. And it is revolutionary, paradigm changing in my opinion. Don't get me wrong, this is no guarantee, but on the other hand, you're not paying anything. It's free to start saving. But, listen up very carefully, you choose your future earnings. Because it is directly connected to the hours, to the dedication that you put into the work. It's called network marketing. And on this slide, you can see examples that will amaze you. Because dynamic compression is the key. It's simply amazing. It changes everything by putting 3 generations that pays heavily, without any kind of balances. Simple star ranks, extremely simple to reach ranks in it. You can qualify over time for 10 generations without any kind of time limit, lifetime volumes. You can make as simple as 2 first from you, and anywhere underneath them by helping them, through them, into infinity. You can rank all the way in the system, which will give you 10 generations of compressed earnings. And if you're looking on this, there are no caps. This is not a binary. This is not a matrix. No caps, only depending on the purchases and checks connected to these purchases that is related to your whole direct and indirect work by duplicating the simplicity, but doing it consistently, taking the help to learn how to earn. So if you look at the screen right now, this is pretty amazing. No, it's not pretty amazing. In my 19 years in the industry, I've never seen anything that comes close. And it's more or less by luck that Cloud Horizon found this way of doing it. And by simulations like you see here on this one, only by 2 fronts. Okay? With as little as 250 euros in average check, which is literally, if you're looking at the first generation in the unilevel of a 5,000 euro pack as an example, would give 12%. What is that? 600 euros. So it's way below, almost a third. Okay? Only a third of that. And it will already make you 15,000 euros plus in cash, plus all the free promotional tokens on top to the same value. Or in the week, or in the day, or wherever this happens. If you have 3 lives within your organization for the 10 levels compressed, okay, I will explain what that means shortly, which will make you not sleep most probably, is that this 3 by 3 would give you 88,000 and some people in your organization checks, smaller checks all over the field that helps people in the daily, weekly, monthly savings, and also put the extra check for the extra needs that some people even need to get by the month. So this is really something that I believe and we feel that is unique, because it's built in a totally unique way. And add the compression on top, I explained to you what that is. As you saw, it's 3 generations, yeah, only the unit level. Now, this, what is called dynamic compression, only takes into account people that earns. So if you, for example, you tell your friend, he's your first generation, he tells his friend, that friend, this friend, and nobody is earning checks, but on the 1000th generation, somebody earns a check. If these people in between are not qualified to receive the matching that takes work, okay, they're excluded. Okay? They're excluded. That means that that 1000th generation will become your first. So maybe now you get it. Ah, okay, what is dynamic then? It actually puts people to see that they're losing money. And by learning then how to earn, maybe next week, next month, whatever, no, they would get activated, earn some checks, but then it's dynamic, up and down, up and down. It makes you earn the most, okay? So dynamic is used by Cloud Horizon because we use a unit level that we can calculate to not overpay, ever. And by the dynamic compression, be fair for the work. No hidden catches, extremely simple to qualify and so on. And if you take the time to be involved in this, okay, to learn how to earn, we are sure in Cloud Horizon, and we are really, really standing for this to get behind you, give you the leadership that you deserve for you to earn. I'm sorry that it took a little bit more time than I planned, but I hope and I am convinced when you now have questions, you should contact the person that sent you this. If that person doesn't understand how to answer, there will be people that can answer all your questions in order for you to get started in the right way. And don't wait, because this is growing fast. Like I said, almost 3 weeks now only, and it's exploding. Total explosion on the market, and especially on the leadership in network marketing around the world. The global leadership is getting heavily engaged in this one. Why? Because they see it's a winner. It represents solving certain things that leaders that have been involved for many years seeing that, oh, this could be a little bit better maybe, this could be maybe changed a bit. And Cloud Horizons has managed to actually put this together. I'm not saying it's perfect, no, it's not. But in our opinion, it's better than anything of the competition on the market. Now, that is not said that we want to be competition on the market. No, we want to be a synergy. So if you're now thinking, whoa, I'm having my organization, I'm owning a network marketing company, whoa, this is not good for me, maybe my leader ran away, make sure to contact us because we have a solution for you to join as a company even in the fight against this pollution. Okay? We'll win, 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 that we believe will change the paradigm of network marketing and make network marketing great again. Thank you for your time, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for your time. It's been an honor, and I see you on the top. We are looking to change the industries, and we are looking to do this in a very fast time. So take the opportunity to join in now. Don't wait. Don't wait. Get started now. Thank you. See you on the top.